Hi, welcome. This is Second Take. This is the SBA's podcast. Today we had to meet really, really quick to speak about these blockbuster trades. Let's get into it. Anthony Davis leaving the Lakers to the Dallas Mavs for Luka Doncic. What do we think?
Headline is like it is the most blockbuster NBA trade in the past at least 10 years.
This
if
might
not.
be the craziest trade of all time.
Yeah,
Like,
it's insane.
this-
And sentiment is that the Lakers got off with a bank heist, essentially. Right? How do you feel about it?
Well, Luka, he's a top 3 player in the league, but the Lakers have no center.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would like to see what we do about that. Really hoping we do something about that very soon. But definitely the Lakers won that. They won that.
I mean, if you look at many pages online, I'm looking at CBS Sports right now. They give the Mavs an F and they give the Lakers an A plus.
I saw.
That's an F and an A plus. It doesn't. I mean, it's a huge trade. It's for the ages. I don't know if anyone saw that coming, but F. I don't know what the Mavs are thinking. Maybe someone can explain it to me.
Yeah, and the people are talking about conspiracy theories about the reasoning behind the trades, and I know Mavs fans are in peril right now. I think I saw a video of a couple of them outside the stadium, holding a memorial in front of Dirk's statue, and also saying Luka was supposed to be a for lifer. He was supposed to have a statue next to Dirk.
He was supposed to be untouchable from the Mavericks. He's a 25-year-old. He's supposed to be the future of that franchise, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened. That trade was cooked up in silence. No one knew about it until it happened, and I was shocked.
Yeah,
I was very shocked.
and Luka has an unthinkable milestone of 5 years in a row of being All NBA first team, and he's 25 years old. It's like, how are you trading your star centerpiece? And I think an important thing you just mentioned was the trade happened and came about in secrets, right, in the shadows.
Yeah,
is what they've been saying.
It was insane. So I think we have a really good chance of winning. Sid is a Lakers fan too, so
I'm very happy.
so I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, but Diego's right. We definitely do need.
No,
a
we
center.
we can't do the Warrior strategy of playing
playing 5
Baron
guards.
at the 5. Yeah. That would not be good. That
No,
would not be good at all.
You should be celebrating right now. There should be no sadness. You should be happy.
No, but I'm also very, very sad.
I know Anthony Davis is really good, but you got Luka, so I don't. I'm a Knicks fan, so we have a good team, but we don't have a player like Luka. I mean, that's one of the best.
Oh yeah,
three
definitely not.
players in the NBA.
This is the most conflicted I've ever felt.
No, definitely.
I
I think
was-
that's crazy.
Yeah. No, but seriously, because you see a top, honestly, 2, 3, 4 player in the NBA, Luka, and all time already. I think he was on the top 75 list. I know Anthony Davis was, but the fact that a lot of people were saying AD was my favorite Laker of the post Kobe era, and he came to the team in 2019 through the trade, and immediately first year won the chip.
Got us a
He-
chip. Yeah. But yeah, it's sad. I thought he would definitely be with LeBron for the rest of his career and even retire as a Laker, and that's obviously not gonna happen. So it's a bittersweet trade for me.
It's very bittersweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that Anthony Davis should have his jersey retired?
Oh, definitely today.
Today. Today could work, but honestly, I think it's gonna happen.
Nah, definitely. He carried. There was a. Weren't they 57-0 when leading in the fourth quarter in 2020? That's
And
just-
the only team ever to do that, or the first ever team since 1950, to never lose a game while going into the fourth quarter winning.
it's
That's wild. That's
yeah.
wild.
Absolutely crazy. And I'll never forget that bubble run. That
The
was,
bubble. Oh my god.
people want to discredit that championship, but
No, you can't, because everyone was in the bubble.
exactly.
So what is not fair about it?
Ex-
that is the dumbest basketball argument I've ever heard.
Though
Because if it was anyone else, it would be a regular chip.
Exactly.
It is telling though that during that year that both Los Angeles teams, the Dodgers and the Lakers, both won. It's just kind of funny. If you want to say it's a coincidence, fine. It's ironic
Sure.
that year they both won.
It could be ironic.
I mean, but it's
the Dodgers
different
won
sports.
last year, so I guess they're
Yeah,
They're
that's
fine,
already, the case is settled. If you're gonna
Yeah.
be if you're gonna put an asterisk on the first one, the second one just made it
So, yeah,
double down.
and maybe the Lakers will have the same result this year. We'll see.
They should win.
I'm happy.
If we get a decent center, I
Mhm.
can't see who beats us. Like LeBron obviously can't be the number one guy no
Yeah.
more. He's old. He's very old.
Yeah.
Um,
Today is Tuesday, February 4th, so we still got like about 48 hours before the trade deadline. So I'm hoping that there's another move to be
Oh my
made.
God.
Names are being thrown around like Nick Claxton from the Nets or Walker Kessler.
Walker Kessler, Miles Turner. I saw
that's
from
a
the
huge
from the
one.
Pacers. Miles Turner would be nice.
Yeah.
Who else
But-
did I see?
But the thing is, like, who would we be willing to give up? I mean, I personally like,
Probably Rui.
yeah, probably Rui, probably Gabe's contract,
Bro, we need Gabe Vincent out of there
but
now.
especially because Luka just brings another ball dominant player.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm really concerned about AR. I love AR.
Oh yeah, we
He
need
took
him.
the next step, and he's doing amazing for us, especially in times when LeBron or AD would be missing. He was a great person to rely on. I hope he doesn't get shipped out.
Yeah, we need him. We need him. He's
So
a good number 2. Cause who else would it be? Like we would probably give up Cam Reddish, Rui, Vando probably not.
yeah, he's too important to our defense.
Gabe would go. Yeah. But do you think we give up our 2031 first round pick
See, that's the thing.
for
like,
a center now?
especially after the Luka trade and all these teams, I've heard like some reports of GMs being like pretty unhappy the fact that they couldn't even bid on Luka Doncic. So a lot of teams just aren't going to be willing to help the Lakers. Again, we've heard about the Lakers tax much
Yeah.
before. So yeah, I don't like, for example, the Miles Turner trade. I don't think that happens without either AR or the 2031 pick. Probably both.
Yeah,
Which-
both.
Which
Nah,
hurts.
but that's overvalued
Exact-
for Miles
but
Turner.
see-
But Lakers tax. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Who was your previous center before? Because Davis is not a center, right?
He's
Dave-
not a center.
His preferred position is power forward.
Is the forward.
However, he is basically like always a top 3 defensive player of the year candidate.
Okay.
And for the Lakers, he has been playing center. For the
So
bubble
this
year,
is the issue now, is you don't have one.
Bubble year, we had Dwight Howard and
and
we had Boogie.
and we had Boogie like didn't really play,
Yeah.
but we had JaVale
Yeah,
and Dwight
JaVale
backing him
McGee.
up,
Yeah.
and he was happiest there. And honestly, see, this is the thing because people are like, why would the Mavericks ever trade Luka? But it's like you go into a situation now where Anthony Davis has his preferred position at the 4. He has Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford backing him up at the center. You still have Kyrie. You still have Clay. You still have PJ Washington.
No,
They have a very good team.
they're solid. They're solid.
I'm scared, bro.
Their front court is solid.
They're looking to contend. I guess that they didn't like Luka's defense. They saw something that, I guess he was a little lackluster on the defensive end. and they saw
Defense
that.
wins championships.
Yeah. So they saw that maybe they were lacking in the Boston series last year in the finals.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why, how do you beat Boston? You kind of go big on them.
Yeah, but I mean, they're not winning without. They can have all the defense in the world. They are not winning without Luka.
I mean, they're
Really?
they're not having a great season. They're 26, 24, eighth in the
yeah.
West.
What are the Lakers? 4th, right? 5th.
fifth, 28 and 19?
Yeah,
Bro, we're
the-
so good.
no, the West is
Yeah.
crazy.
The West is much better than the
If
East.
you look at like the games back, like the West is so much more compact. I will say that
It
the
is,
Dallas record is because Luka has been out since since Christmas. I think December 25th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now Davis is great, but they're not winning without him, as you said.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Oh, they actually just played in the same night that the trade broke. The Lakers were playing in Madison Square Garden against the Knicks without
And they
Davis.
beat
Yeah, and they won.
And they
that
took
was
the
the best
dub.
game ever. And the game after, it was Dallas and was it Miami?
Wait, you're talking about yesterday?
Yeah.
That was again Dallas and Cleveland.
Oh yeah, they lost
And-
by like.
Dude, I think at halftime they were down
It was like
45.
93
Yes.
to something, right?
Yeah,
It was like
it was
crazy.
terrible.
I'm not
It was
exactly
terrible.
sure.
It was terrible.
I saw some comments where like they're trying to lose by 77 to honor Luka, and I had me dying laughing.
I saw that. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, yeah, like
That's funny.
I am very conflicted as a Lakers fan. Luka,
Yeah.
obviously, this trade was done as like a post LeBron move, looking towards the future. Of course, Luka can carry. Seeing as if he signs, and I think he will sign an extension at the end of next
They should.
season. He definitely should, and he's definitely gonna stay with the Lakers. I don't see any reason why
Yeah.
he wouldn't. But it was definitely like a post LeBron move. It's tough. It hurts me a lot to break up the AD and LeBron
yeah.
connection.
It's painful.
I think I saw a
Very
video that was every single LeBron to AD alley oop, and it was like 15 minutes long, and I was like, all of them hurt.
Just even the highlights in general, his presence is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But so the whole trade, it was AD, Max Christie, and like what
A
else?
2029.
Yeah, 2029 first round, and then we got was it Maxi Keebler, Luka,
and
Markieff Morris.
Yeah. And then the Jazz had to be a part of the trade just to make the salary work. So we had to give up Jalen Hood-Schifino, who's salary down. Yeah, and I think both teams, the Dallas and Lakers, gave up a second-round pick just to keep the Jazz happy and to make it work.
Gabe Vincent out next.
Yeah, exactly. But I heard a report that Danny Ainge is the president of basketball operations for the Jazz. He had no clue that that Luka and AD were involved in this trade. I believe it also had something to do with the Clippers trade that happened the day before, where the Clippers traded, whatever they got
PJ Tucker.
Yeah, they traded PJ Tucker and they got Drew Eubanks.
I don't think I heard about that actually.
Oh yeah,
February 1st. It was on a Saturday.
I'm behind.
Yeah, it was Clippers got Drew Eubanks and Patty Mills, and then they gave up. It was.
Does Patty Mills still play basketball?
Patty Mills and Kawhi Leonard reunion in LA.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was a long time ago in San Antonio. That's crazy.
Yeah, 2014 when they won the chip.
Crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And then that was the first trade on Sunday with the Lakers trade.
Yeah, so
We
that
have
happened. Yeah,
The Spurs trade too.
Saturday night, Sunday morning, like
Great. I remember. What was that? That was at like. Was that like 12:30 or something on Saturday night? The late or Sunday night.
Yeah, the Lakers trade was Eastern time, was like just after midnight on Sunday morning, I guess, if you want to call it.
And I remember seeing it, and I saw a notification, and then I saw your thing on Instagram by you.
I was ecstatic.
And I was like, and I saw that, and I was like, this must be, I must be confused. Like, I must be, like this must not be Luka. I must be thinking, I must be like confused.
No, yeah,
It was.
Don't worry.
There's another Luka.
Yeah.
There's another
Did you
Luka.
see
Like maybe it's his brother, or I'm like, what?
No. I think so that same game there was a game going on. That same night there was a game going on. I think the Suns were playing, and so a fan saw the news break and he yelled out to Devin Booker, was on the Suns bench at the time, was like, Luka just got traded, and he Luka Garza, like the backup.
Yeah.
So nobody could believe it was
It's
real.
shocking.
And trust me,
It's shocking.
yeah, I was dumbfounded. I was screaming, crying, throwing up, everything.
No, like that first night was a tough one.
Like
It was
that.
a
That's
tough
like the
one.
biggest. I mean, like, there's nothing bigger than that in sports.
No,
What could be bigger? Shohei Ohtani being traded for Aaron Judge. I mean, I can't even think.
That's
That's
probably
the
closest
equivalent.
Yeah.
Something like that. I mean,
It's
it's crazy.
insane, yeah.
Shohei Ohtani for Lindor. I mean, it's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Never would happen.
It's unthinkable. A top 3 player being traded for a top 10 player.
Yeah.
Especially when the top 3 player is younger and seemingly is just entering his prime.
Just entering his prime is like the key detail to note because
I mean,
It just makes it
it's
feel
just
like
shocking,
Like,
and he's on one of those. Now he'll be on one of the most storied franchises with,
mm-hmm.
LeBron, who you argue is one of the, if not the best player in NBA history. I mean, it's going to be wild to watch. And
yeah.
I'm as a non-Lakers fan, I'm not sitting here so happy, but you all are, so good for y'all.
Yeah, fair enough. I know the league is definitely shook.
Oh, in shambles.
Very.
Shambles.
Just the report that no other teams were able to bid on Luka. It seems like
Crazy. It's wild.
Yeah, it seems like the Dallas GM had his player in mind that he wanted to get. Again, focusing on defense, but also the kind of conspiracy of the relationship between that. I mentioned it before, but the fact that Nico Harrison, the current Mavs general manager, used to work at Nike as a player representative, and he was a direct player rep for Anthony Davis. And he and the Lakers general manager, Rob Pelinka, had a previous relationship where Pelinka was Kobe's agent and Harrison was Kobe's Nike rep as well. And so the fact that they got close, I know during the 2012 Olympics, Kobe and AD, when AD just got drafted, they got close then. I saw some clips online. So it's insane. And I heard something about Pelinka and Harrison met for coffee in Dallas, and that's when they had first started talking, and they were like, and Harrison actually is the one who floated the idea, hey, would you ever take on Luka?
I think I saw that, yeah.
And Pelinka's
crazy.
Like, would I?
Yeah.
Oh, would I?
That's, yeah. And like, that's another reason to not give up that 2031 pick, because if Luka's supposed to be the future for them, load him up, you know what I mean? And yeah,
crazy.
Yeah,
It's just amazing.
Another similar report that came out was the fact that the trade was supposed. So the package for Luka Doncic is really nothing in comparison to some of the other major trades we had. I think Mikal Bridges
Yeah,
got traded to the Knicks for 5 first-round picks.
Yeah.
You have Rudy Gobert got traded for at least I think 4 or 5. Donovan Mitchell, same thing with the Jazz stockpiling picks. But the fact that apparently Dalton Connect and the 2031 Lakers pick was supposed to be in the trade, but the Pelinka again got some leverage by
yeah,
Harrison.
we also need to keep Connect.
Yeah,
we also need to keep
very important.
Bridges was traded for I think it's 5 picks and
Mm-hmm.
some second pick, an unprotected pick swap, a few players. I mean, it was.
Yeah, so it begs the question: why did Dallas not get more?
What was Dallas thinking? Is my question. Are they
Yeah.
are they on some drug or something? Are
They just like I just think it was more personal. They thought he was like
that's crazy.
Yeah.
overweight or like
They had some definite concerns
like
about
out of
Doncic.
shape. Yeah, but
Yes.
they're bugging.
That's
No,
really
they're actually bugging. No, the fact that they thought he wasn't conditioning well. Did you see the clip last year after they had won the Western Conference Finals? Luka was chilling, celebrating, had a beer in
And
his
they-
hand, and president of basketball operations, I think Michael Finley, ex-player, like took the beer out
Took
of his
it from
hand.
his hand. Yeah,
And,
he was mad.
Mm-hmm.
was
And they were saying that this year they think he's ballooned up to 270 pounds. I think that's
Yeah.
unthinkable.
I don't think so.
I don't think so at all.
Did you see him get off the plane in Los
Yeah,
Angeles?
he looks
Like,
clean. He looks happy to be a Laker.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah,
should be good.
That's
Mhm.
crazy.
Should be a
Yeah,
be a
but-
good future for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the fact that Nico Harrison basically offered Luka and then was saying like, yeah, we kind of want to move off him because of his conditioning. Then Rob Pelinka was able to turn around and say, okay, well, you want us to give up Dalton Connect, 2 first-round picks, and Anthony Davis? Like, oh, I got a call. I'm not able to get the chance to call Luka's agent and make sure he can re-sign next year. That created a little bit of leverage and made it so that Lakers were able to keep Dalton and the 2031 pick. So I know Mavericks fans are not happy with the return. It does give them an
I
opportunity.
would not be.
Yeah.
But they should be. They have Anthony Davis.
Yeah,
like I understand the downgrade.
He's
but
great, but like
I understand
what?
the downgrade, but
Also, I have to give Max Christie his flowers.
Oh.
The blooming 3-and-D. Like, he was the best perimeter defender on the Lakers. Lakers basically gave up all of our defense. We had the best perimeter defender who was our starting shooting guard and was playing like 30 minutes a night. He was a great three-point shooter. And I think he was only in his 3rd or 4th year. He was really a developing player. So seeing him and Anthony Davis, the core of our defense, leave,
It is questionable, and it could cause some problems. But Luka.
Yeah. No. Luka's...
cause that's the thing. We lost so much, but we gained like
The
Yeah.
best play. The top,
Like,
We gave up so much, and it hurts, but you do the trade 100 times
no,
out of
yeah,
100.
Absolutely.
You don't say no to it. You don't say no
No.
to that trade ever.
So
but,
we-
it just hurts.
and that was,
you know.
and again, that was one. That was essentially Saturday night, Sunday morning, early in Eastern time. Then that was not the only big trade of Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
The
know
Aaron
that night.
Fox traded to the Spurs from the Kings.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that was one that was kind of in rumors for the past, I want to say 1-2, or at least the last week.
Like a week, yeah, because he had even said it that he wanted to play with
Mhm.
Wemby, De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, so that kind of lost the Kings some leverage, I think. Right?
Yeah.
We should note that. I mean, this is interesting. I mean, the Kings are 25 and 24. They're above 500. If I don't. I mean, that's an MLB term, but they're they're above. They're
500?
Yeah,
Yeah,
500.
Yeah, so then the 9 seed.
The Spurs are the 12th seed currently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they don't have anyone.
Yeah, see, because the Spurs are currently rebuilding.
Yeah.
It's quite crazy.
This will help.
Yeah. So here, you want to go ahead and read the full details of the trade?
Yeah, sure. So it's Spurs acquire De'Aaron Fox and Jordan McLaughlin.
Mm-hmm.
Kings receive Zach LaVine. Used to be pretty good with the Bulls, from the Bulls. This is a 3-team trade, as well as 3 first-round picks and 3 second-round picks. The Bulls receive Zach Collins, Kevin Herter, and
Mm-hmm.
Drew
And
Jones.
Trey
Jones.
Jones.
Trey Jones, and then
yeah.
a first-round pick from the Spurs. So that's a big haul back
Yeah, but
for the Kings.
A couple of key points, though. For the Kings, I know, okay, so there are 3 first-round picks that they got. One of them was a 2031 Timberwolves. Okay,
2031.
so that's just kind of speculative about the future.
A long
Who knows
time
if
in the future,
who knows if Anthony Edwards is there or not. They get and then their major one, the one that's most important right now, is the 2025
Charlotte.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Hornets.
that's not an unprotected pick. That is only if it doesn't go 1 through 10, and Charlotte is the 13 seed right now. And if it doesn't convey to a first,
interesting.
it becomes 2 second-round picks. So it's like, what are the Kings doing?
Nah, yeah, but
It's crazy. The thing is that, like you mentioned, De'Aaron Fox did say publicly that he would love to play with Wemby. He was putting some pressure on the front office, and the fact that he and Luka are in the same draft class, so they both become free agents, I believe, at the end of next year. So the Spurs were kind of saying to the Kings, like, hey, your guy has basically said he wants to come over here and play with Wemby at the end of next season. A season and a half. It makes sense that he would already come to us. So why not get some type of return for him? But the fact that return is only, I guess 2 first-round picks and 4
Zach LaVine.
and Zach LaVine is just
No,
really
but hey,
mind-boggling.
Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan reunion.
Yeah, let's just remake the
agenda.
Bulls on the Kings.
Right.
But I am happy to see that reunion. I mean, they're just going all in on scoring and not a lot of defense over there in Sacktown.
Yeah, but Zach wasn't doing anything. What's his name is their only good player now.
Yeah, DeMontis Sabonis.
Yeah, but we don't like Sabonis. He would bitch the late.
That is true. That is true. No. His record against Anthony Davis for the Lakers was
It was like 0-10.
was started off as
But now it's 2-10,
and
right?
And
Let's
then
go.
see, 81 the last 2.
And then they let him go.
And
Nah.
yeah, oh my God, don't even. I'm sad, man. I really am. I thought Anthony Davis was a generational, following in a long line of great centers for the organization. It's really, and the fact that he got he came in through trade, left by trade. But the fact it brought up some highlights about people talking about the Lakers finagling the league and making some crazy trades over the years. I know Wilt and Kareem both came in through trade, and then to complement Kobe Bryant, Pau Gasol came in through a trade that people thought were lopsided, and then now this one that brings
You'll
him
survive.
Oh, definitely with Luka.
I'm feeling so bad. Like I'm feeling so bad for you right now. So,
I promise
like the tears are starting to come. Like
I promise you, the only people that we need to feel bad for are the city
Are
of
the
Dallas.
Knicks.
the city of Dallas. Yeah, the Mavs fans.
Yeah. Also, yeah,
Sorry.
there's no chance the Knicks get a ring with this Lakers team.
Oh, the Knicks are not making it past the second round, unfortunately.
I would love.
No,
to
they're
see-
not.
No. Let's be real.
The Knicks wouldn't beat the Pistons in a 7-game series.
That's hilarious. No, seriously. I think Eastern Conference Finals predictions. I would say, like, if they match up like this, like the Celtics and the Knicks could definitely be in the conference finals.
The Cavs.
No, Cavs.
The
Cavs
Cavs.
are up
And I'm not sure between Celtics.
But Cavs couldn't beat the Celtics though,
Really?
like in a series.
Oh yeah, could
I don't
not,
think
right?
so,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Yeah, the
mean,
Cavs.
yeah. See, the Cavs have size, but the thing is, I think the Knicks kind of adopted the Celtics kind of way of playing, where they go like 5 out, and you have Karl Anthony Towns and Kristaps Porzingis able to shoot the 3 ball, and
Yeah,
Al
they're
Horford.
dangerous.
How about West Conference, Western Thunder?
Wait,
Lakers?
Mark, don't you have to leave soon? You have a
No, I'm good.
no. Okay, just making sure.
You're looking out for me. I appreciate
Don't
it.
want you to be late.
I'm good. I still have 50 minutes.
Okay.
I was thinking Lakers, Thunder, but
Oh,
For to make it out the West?
OKC, yeah.
see, the Lakers really do need another.
Maybe
move.
Nuggets.
No, yeah.
Our
yeah,
current
seven
roster is
weak.
Yeah, and
It's very top heavy,
Mhm.
obviously.
I was
But
very.
you have Bronny James, or isn't he like
Oh,
the center of your
He's gonna
team?
be the backcourt. Him and Luka are gonna rule the Lakers for the next 10 years.
Bronny can be your the bench warmers. It's okay.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, LeBron.
He is.
No worries. But no, I was shocked that after the Luka trade, people were saying that LeBron's gonna leave. I thought, ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
Nah. But
If LeBron leaves the Lakers, I'm not coming on this podcast again. I'm not watching another basketball game. I couldn't take it
nah. There's
because
no.
I was really heartbroken every time he's left a team. So you're like a Lakers fan because you're from Los Angeles. I'm a LeBron fan.
right.
So, the hopping has been painful, but
Mhm.
I hope to be with you till the end.
In the finals.
Yeah, yeah.
Till the end. Yeah, definitely. I think LeBron is gonna retire a Laker.
He should.
A lot of people were very sad that they had thought that Anthony Davis was going to be there by his side, retiring as a Laker as well. I think he definitely will get his jersey retired. I mean, to come in, hey, let's talk about his accolades. Olympic gold medalist, NBA champion, and NBA Cup champion. People think that the NBA Cup doesn't matter because the Lakers won.
Because the Lakers won.
It's only because of that.
Who won it
He's
this
the
year?
10-time
One,
NBA All-Star too.
What?
AD is a 10-time NBA All-Star.
Oh yeah.
He's
He's
really
that
good.
guy. And he should have been Defensive Player of the Year at least like the past 3 years.
I remember.
What is Rudy Gobert?
He's a
No,
3-time
it's
Defensive Player
trash.
of the Year.
Rudy Gobert's trash.
Yeah, I remember.
Objectively speaking.
McDonald's All-American. Like that's the most important thing.
Oh, of course, dude. And he's a national and Anthony Davis is a national champion with Kentucky as well.
Facts.
No,
That's all exciting. It's great.
no, it's amazing.
Yeah, NBA, yeah.
And in AD's first year with the Lakers, 2019-2020, obviously the season was cut short, but I mean, I think he and LeBron were both top 5 for MVP, and AD was runner-up to Defensive Player of the Year. Both awards went to Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's
Giannis,
a generational
but
talent,
yeah.
but I do feel like AD has been snubbed for the DPOY
Oh,
one too
definitely.
many times.
Definitely.
People thought he was actually a front runner this year. It's like him and Wembanyama. Honestly, Wemby got
Yeah.
snubbed kind of last year.
Yeah, Wemby might win it this year. Blocks.
Yeah, it's just insane.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna have his name on that award for the next like 10 years.
He's like too much of a threat.
Yeah, he will.
And the fact that he now has Fox as a running mate
Ridiculous.
is insane.
They'll be good next year.
It
They'll
does.
be very good.
It
Be very good.
You were mentioning the records earlier. I mean, yes, the Spurs were kind of selling. They really didn't have anybody great on that team. They had a bunch of young players. Okay, hold on. Before we get into that, actually, it's insane that the Spurs did not have to give up any of their young talent. They didn't have to give up Stephon Castle, Jeremy Sohan, and a bunch of Cassell. Right? It's insane. The fact that the Kings were able to do this trade without giving up any of their young pieces. But now so the Spurs are really in that rebuilding phase, and now they just brought in, I think De'Aaron Fox has been an all-star before, but basically a borderline all-star player, somebody who's going to be great for the next at least 5-10 years.
27, yeah.
Yeah, and he's going to run. He's the fastest guy in the league, essentially.
He's
right?
he was an All-Star in 2023.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a one-time all-star, and that's a great pairing for Wemby.
No, yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing.
And I mean, I guess it gives the Bulls a chance to kind of hit the reset button. They get rid of Zach LaVine, who's been in trade rumors. They were saying his contract wasn't the best. And I think he's on an expiring deal. So I think the Bulls are kind of more looking to tank. And they bring in Kevin Huerter. And I think that they
He's
get
not
their
bad.
yeah, he's not
He's
bad.
not bad.
But I think the most important aspect of the trade for them was that they get their own first round pick back
They do.
from the Spurs.
Yeah.
So
First round pick in 2025, yeah.
yeah, so this year.
So that's good for them, yeah.
So yeah, they're kind of able to just go right into the tank.
Yeah. Thing about records in the NBA, like I don't think it holds that much weight. Like I think towards the end of the year, most of them are pretty close, anyways. So it's really like the ranking that matters.
Yeah. I mean,
And then especially now with the play-in tournament, ranking
Yeah.
matters even less. I think that was a wonderful addition to the playoff.
I think just because
system. That was, yeah.
all the teams are super competitive. I mean, you see the main metric. I mean, obviously record's important, but you look at games back. Obviously, leading both conferences, you have the Thunder and the Cavs, which are just I think at least 10 games above the rest. But then everybody else, I think the West is like
It's pretty close.
6
It's
or
pretty
close.
7
6 to, like-
games.
well,
And that's for the remaining like 9 teams, right? Isn't that like
yeah, and I mean to also explain why record maybe doesn't matter. If you look at the year 2022-2023, the Nets ended up being. I'm sorry, ranking does matter. Position does not. But the Nets were 45 and 37 because they at the deadline they had KD and I guess Kyrie was still there at that point, and they so they were good at that point, and then they tanked. So no, it doesn't really matter. Ranking is what's more important, especially in I mean, the NBA is a long season, but it's not
Yeah.
Major League Baseball.
So
Yeah.
what about Kevin Durant trade rumors?
it's been circling now?
We know he's not going to go to the Warriors because they're not playing good. So where might he go?
Do you think that the Suns are gonna make a move? Do you think that their name was getting thrown in the hat for the Jimmy Butler trade to kind of have Jimmy Butler come in for Bradley Beal? The only issue was that the Heat didn't want to take on Bradley Beal's contract, so you have to have a third or possibly fourth, fifth team try to come in and make the contracts work. But I thought that he was gonna stay with Devin Booker, who actually just got the mantle for all-time points for the Suns organization. I believe that was yesterday. But yeah, I don't know. I thought KD and Book were a great combo. They can bring in somebody else, but it could. Do you think it's time to call it quits now that Luka came to the Lakers?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I don't think the Suns are going anywhere. KD, he's about to be in those LeBron type of conversations when it comes to longevity. He's been putting up numbers for a lot of years.
Incredibly true, especially with his ACL injury.
Yes, no, he's definitely the best player to come back from an ACL
I would give you that 100%.
because it's amazing.
It's
It's
insane.
amazing. But where, like, as to where he would go, what if he goes back to the Eastern Conference?
Where do you have anything in mind? I personally think
I don't know. I don't know, to be honest.
I saw this one that said KD for Chet. Chet's been injured, and the Thunder have a stash of
Thunder would be
draft picks.
unfair. That would be
It
unfair.
would be unfair, is how I would
Oklahoma City. Oh my God, that would be
Yeah,
crazy.
It'd be insane. And I'm sure, with with the Thunder, with all their stash of draft picks, I'm sure that they're bummed they were not able to bid on the
Yeah.
Luka trade. But
They probably can't get him because of cap space.
Also, KD.
Either way.
KD started his career with the Thunder, so that'd be.
yeah, it's his like kind of
He'd be going back home.
and then he spit in the organization's face. By
So
the
maybe
way.
they don't want him then.
Well, he really started with the Supersonics, but
Yes, that's true. See,
Oh yeah.
do you remember that report? Like he wanted to bring a team to Seattle and retire there.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be,
I did see that. Imagine.
What do you think? I think one Eastern Conference team that nobody thought would be in the position that they're in is the 76ers. They obviously had the big off-season addition of bringing in Paul George.
They're horrible.
That was my dark horse pick.
Pandemic.
Mine.
Yeah, yours did.
Houston.
Yours did good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pandemic P.
Yeah.
That's worked out pretty well. They are 32-17, but no, I remember that. I forgot about the Sixers. They are just
They're trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's injuries to Joel
Yeah.
and to Paul George,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
First game of the season, both of them didn't play. Like,
I mean, as a New York sports fan, I hate all Philly sports. Whether it's any this weekend, Eagles will be interesting. Hopefully I don't like either. Hopefully they lose, but Sixers, they're 11th in the East.
Yeah.
It makes me smile.
Pandemic P.
I love it. It's great.
Playoff P.
Yeah, and their one bright spot of the entire year was that they had a promising rookie in Jared McCain, and unfortunately, I think
Podcast
he's
P.
now.
Is he still out?
I think he's out for the season with his injury,
Damn.
which is very.
But he was
unfortunate.
playing really good.
He was a front runner for rookie of the year.
That's
crazy.
unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah. Other trades that could possibly be made. I know the Lakers are in desperate need for a center. I think the Rockets' name was thrown out for Steven Adams, but again, like we mentioned, the Rockets are 32-17.
Yeah,
The Rockets are good.
They were second in the conference, now they're third, but they're really good. Yeah.
How did you know that, Mark?
I have a
good.
friend, a good friend that's a Houston fan, and I've also followed them because I've been on previous podcasts where that they were very good, and I was like, how are they doing?
Yeah.
Because my pick,
No,
they're
right.
damn good.
But that's what I was saying. Like, how did you get to the pick? Is what my question.
Why did I
was.
why did I pick Houston?
Yeah, like to be your dark horse.
Because Houston has a young team, and they're a growing team, and they're really good, I think. And I have my friend in my ear every day about how great Houston Rockets, and they're gonna be good, and it was a guess, I guess. I
Yeah,
don't
they
know.
have some great young players.
They really do.
One, I mean, I don't know if you know any names, but one that's really stepped up to the plate and is actually like top 5 in
Thompson.
is Alman Thompson.
I
He's
mean-
top 5 in most improved player odds.
I mean,
right now.
Sengun is really
Sengun is
a
really
very
good.
good player. And
Baby Jokic
he's
Yep.
great.
and Dylan Brooks, the GOAT.
Dylan Brooks has
The
been
GOAT.
stepping up.
He has. Yeah.
And it's a great roster. I mean, they
Yeah.
signed Dylan Brooks and Van Vliet in the offseason. We're able to build around. I think the fact that they have a core of Jalen Green and Amon Thompson is going to be great for the future.
They're really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's gonna be fun.
And other players in the most improved player race are Norman Powell of the Clippers.
Mm.
People are saying he was an all-star snub, and which I agree on. He's been putting up all-star numbers, but
It's all about the agenda.
that is true.
It's all about the
His
agenda.
his teammate
That
James.
guy was never gonna go on the.
Yeah,
the
unfortunately.
All-Star.
There's too many good players now.
No, yeah, it's
Yeah.
way too competitive.
People are
like,
talking. Who are the other notable snubs that are still there? I mean, Trey Young
Ugh.
sent a tweet that.
He's been snubbed there,
Yeah.
like all the time.
Well, sorry,
Yeah.
Trae Young. I don't care, but bye-bye.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's
Don't like a Knicks fan. Don't like Trae Young.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. But he definitely deserves it. I mean, I think he's leading.
Oh yeah, you definitely don't
Yeah.
like them.
No,
But
I
I
mean, he is good.
Yeah, I think he's leading the league in assists. I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah,
but-
he should be.
Or
I didn't
in
know
like,
that.
I think he's leading in double doubles as well with points and assists. It's
Yeah.
insane. But yeah, you definitely don't like him. You have a good
No.
reason to.
I mean, this is a different. I mean, so he's an all-star snub, correct? And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is very off topic, and I'm thinking about this because again, I'm a big baseball fan, a big Mets fan, and last year Francisco Lindor was second in MVP voting after, well, your guy Shohei.
Mm-hmm.
And Lindor was not an all-star. That's
Really?
a snub. So all-star snubs, I mean, it happens all the time. And I don't, all-stars are nice, but often it's fan voting. I don't know what it is in the NBA, but it's often fan voting. And fans are not known to be very smart. So
Yeah, well, the number one fan vote for this year was LaMelo, and he didn't make it.
Yes, exactly.
so
Well,
they don't take it. They don't care. what
Right,
fan
right,
voting.
right.
So that's good. The MLB does, and they should stop. But yeah,
we see. Well, the NBA only recently changed their ruling on this because I believe a couple of years ago they had some foreign players whose entire country would vote for them.
Oh.
This happened with Zaza Pachulia being like
Uh.
top 4, and yeah, he did not deserve to be an All-Star starter. But it is shocking that LaMelo came, I believe, first in fan voting. I think third amongst guards in the East to be an All-Star.
And then 7th in the media.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he didn't make it into being an All-Star, which is quite insane.
Insane.
yeah,
But
and
I
he's very
think-
good. So
Yeah, exactly. He's very good. And I think the main reason why is because of their record. They're currently 14th. They're the second to last in the
It's
East.
just
Should
there's
that
no one
matter?
there, Yeah.
should that really matter in no? It
But that's what
shouldn't.
I'm saying. There's so many
Having a
good
good
players
year,
among
it's-
bad teams.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
it's just the way to win now is just to be stacked. Like that's
or yeah, I mean
the only
rebuilding,
way.
getting draft
Yeah,
picks.
exactly.
That's how it works.
Yeah, that's right. Accumulating draft picks and everybody thinking about potential future it's insane. So now,
It's like that in every sport, and it's the way to go, and it's kind of sad, but it is. I mean, the Sixers. I mean, they're rebuilding, and in Boston too. I mean, it worked. The Nets did that. I mean, it works for a lot of teams.
yeah, very true.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys. This was wonderful. Glad we could get this planned up
Same here.
quickly, and this was a good one.
Yeah, we'll be on the look for any future trades that happen in the next
Yeah.
48 hours. Hopefully, it's a very exciting.
Oh, we'll
And
be back. We'll
trade
be back.
deadline.
We'll be
Hopefully,
back.
we don't need another emergency podcast. But I guess we'll keep our eye out.
I hope we do. Because,
I guess yeah, we do. Yeah, we'll see.
because they brought Luka to the Lakers.
Sounds
what if
good.
it's what if your guy LeBron is?
Hey.
Oh,
hey,
whoa,
hey.
whoa,
Oh, fighting words.
This guy's
Okay.
That's
speaking
not-
Well,
yeah.
bullshit.
I take that back. Okay.
Let's just all go to class now. All right. Hey, stay tuned, guys.
And don't skip class. Bye.